Alrighty, welcome back everybody to Wednesday D&D night here at the CBG. Sorry for the late start, some miscalculations in time management and some technical difficulties, but we're here. Um, Going back to Curse of Strahd. It's been a while, so let's see if I can remember where we last left off. I believe last we left off, our band of intrepid heroes had just survived a encounter in the ruins of Berez, both defeating the swamp witch that lived there, including her abode, which came to life when they were looking for the seed of one of the seeds for the Wizards of Wines, which they eventually took into their possession. Um, Feeling that their task there is done, they were about to leave when they had a bit of an encounter during their long rest. Seeing a memory kind of play back in real time as the field that they were next to kind of erupted into a scene of a ghostly battle between two forces, which was climatically ended by the appearance of a ghastly dragon. After which the fog that the ghosts kind of used to apparate themselves disappeared, and in the distance saw a large building, mansion, whatever you want to call it, kind of show itself in the distance. And the party, taking that as a sign, decided to make their way towards that place. So that's where we will pick up. Uh, as you guys are now, what you guys would like to do before you make it there.
Um, can I look around and see if anyone's watching or kind of scoping us out?
Sure, go ahead and make a perception check.
That's in that one, baby.
You look around and it is all clear. You don't see any signs of people either tracking you or viewing you from afar. It seems pretty quiet.
A really confident one. Coast is clear.
Hmm.
Anybody else?
don't think so. I
That
mean,
was
I'm
a
good.
long sleep. I feel
Feel
so
like it's
well
been
rested.
weeks.
Yeah. Well, I
It's like
guess we're going to
welcoming a
check
new
out
body.
that mysterious mansion, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
confidently too, since Falco says the coast is clear. Right in.
Okay, yeah. How far away does it look?
Let me bring up the map because I kind of need a refresher on that myself. Guys, we're there. It's there. It's a bit of a hike, but it's not too far away. I'd say, see, scale here, mile. It's about like a mile, mile and a half off.
Okay, yeah, that's not too bad.
You
Right,
can
I'll
definitely get there within a few hours.
I look at everyone and I look kind of confused. I go, Falco, Leek, Robert, right? I don't know why. I just feel like I need to reaffirm everyone's name.
That last root hit give you concussion. I see.
That must be it. Yeah, those things were hitting pretty hard.
Yeah, everyone just died. So
That's right. Yep. I think several of us almost died.
Yep.
Sounds right.
Mostly
Yeah,
you.
I believe it was Leek and yeah, it was Leek and Carabar that I
Carabar. Yep.
think were almost died.
All right. Well, let's head to this mysterious mansion, shall
I'm ready to almost die again.
Yeah, I
we?
feel like we have really bad luck with charging into houses, and we're just doing it again. We're not learning anything, but let's go.
We'll be
It's
more careful this time. We'll scope it out. We'll make sure it doesn't have legs. And we'll be more careful.
I
the
have
first
dispelled the.
legs either, man, and it was still pretty deadly.
Right, but weren't there
I have
like?
a spell that
Actually,
makes
I
it
don't know.
easier to
I wasn't there.
locate an object, so that may help.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Do most houses have legs?
I
Um,
mean, most houses attack in this community.
I've seen
Legs or otherwise, sentience
houses
is the
Maybe they
main
do, and they're just
third point.
buried. You don't see them.
like in swamp areas.
Oh,
They have legs. They stand up outside of the swamp.
Okay.
oh, is Esmeralda with us?
Yes, Esmeralda is still
That's right.
tagging along behind you, just kind of keeping to herself.
Hi-
How
You
many
doing okay,
houses
Esmeralda?
are you?
Yeah, wasn't it chasing her for a while?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a very clear memory of her full sprinting at the house.
Mm.
Knocking trees down.
Oh shit!
Oh man, that was great.
Yeah, she just she's following behind you guys, just kind of keeping to herself, but she seems in good in okay spirits, I guess, for someone who was chased for about a mile by a running, walking tree.
Is that why you lived in a cart for so long? Like houses around here just are all deadly?
Mm.
Well, this is the first time I've ever seen a house actually get up and walk around to kill me, but things happened here.
All right. Onward to this next house of death.
Yeah.
It's cool. I'll keep you
Oh,
guys alive.
Right.
well, yeah.
Maybe.
I guess
Yeah.
we'll find out.
Keep yourself alive.
I mean, I'm okay.
Alrighty. Okay, so we'll go ahead for brevity's sake, say that you guys arrive um, near the mansion relatively okay. As you approach, high above the river valley, just Wyatt promontory upon which looms a sepulchral mansion. Its turrets capped with fairy tale cones, its towers lined with sculpted battlements. A third of the structure has collapsed as has part of the roof, but the rest appears intact. A dark octagonal tower rises above the surrounding architecture. Out of the fog comes a distant peal of thunder, quickly accompanied by the howling of wolves in the woods below. But the house stands silent, seeming like a fossilized remains of some long dead thing smote upon the mountainside.
So a
Can we
literal
see
death.
the dragon coming from this
So
house?
as you
Like from this
you oh, what was that?
It's a literal death house this time.
Uh, I mean, it doesn't look like the death house that you've guys previously explored, but uh, it does look like a house that is seen better days.
A dying
Most
house.
of the southern, yeah, southern side of the house has been just is completely demolished, but the rest of the of the mansion seems to be in one piece, if not aged and withering. But as you come up, you guys hit the main kind of road that leads up to here. And as you face this mansion, um, outside of it, you have a kind of like a roundabout. Um, and in the middle of that roundabout is a statue. Perched atop a 10-foot wide, 10-foot high cube of granite is a moss covered statue of a dragon. Its wings tucked close to its body. The statue looks east towards the mansion.
Who's gonna knock?
Um, what time of day is it?
Like, what day of the week it is?
No, no. What time of day is it?
Oh, what time of day? This would probably be still early morning-ish as you guys kind of made your trek. Like as soon as like you guys saw the battle, took a finished your long rest, and then made way there. So I'd say it's probably about 10, 11 in the morning.
Uh, who is the most worried about dying?
I'm not scared of shit.
Okay,
I'm ready to
Robert.
throw hands with any sort of beast.
Take care of Falco.
Falco, are you scared of dying?
Jonathan said he'd be right back,
Oh,
so
well,
I'm gonna
then,
speak to him and say yes.
Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna use. No, I'll save it. Okay. Just we should be okay. Um, I can knock if we're really worried about disturbing someone in this decrepit house.
I'll go with you.
Okay, cool.
I want to hold hands for safety.
I'm okay.
Be careful. The last time we knocked somewhere, it shocked me a lot.
Oh
That's
yeah, that
right.
one door acer, sir.
Doors are
Jesus.
dangerous.
Jesus. Okay. Good to know. Thank you. I take out my
Rock
mace.
at it.
I take out my mace and I walk up. I throw my shield on too, just in case.
Okay, and
Inventory.
just give you a brief more description about the front of this entrance. So you have the roundabout. In the middle of the roundabout, you have the dragon statue, and then you have a flight of stairs that lead up to like a little plateau that sits in front of the set of double doors.
Okay. So it's sort of like a staircase that leads up to the door.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I got my mace, got my shield. Leek is with me as well, and I'll just knock on the door a couple times with my mace
Uh,
and step back quickly.
quickly, before we do that, can I quickly look around? Do I see any animals, any living creatures in the general area, like at all?
Before you do that, um, Karabar, as you take your first foot on the stairway that goes up to the door. Those of you who are behind Karabar, um, you hear a little bit of like a sound of like grinding stone, and all of you kind of like look behind you and see that the statue of the dragon that's facing the mansion, its mouth opens, and then a gush of cold air just kind of rushes through it. And it kind of just berates all of you, but it doesn't do any damage. It's harmless cold air.
Oh, it's got AC. Nice. Let's find some of the nicer houses we come across.
I will pause my steps and look back at everyone. And Falco, you were gonna look for an animal.
Yes, I just wanted to see. Do I see any animals at all, like, or is it like completely barren of living like creatures?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. It's a 15.
15. You give a quick or a good look around the area, and the surrounding area of the mansion itself does seem kind of devoid of uh, a life. You don't really see anything as far as like small animals or birds or anything else like that. You probably like you can give like a quick smell using your animalistic senses, and you could probably detect like there are animals like in the surrounding area, but nothing within the immediate surroundings of the house, other
Okay,
than
so
maybe
no
like the
radiant.
occasional rodent or something like that.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that was unsettling.
Yeah. Looking to make sure that that walking up and knocking is still the plan. I'll put my mace away, and now fearfully cast Death Ward on myself. I sort of do some motions in the air, say a quick prayer under my breath, and I glow for a moment, and then the glow
Can,
dissipates.
Can
can
I?
we look for traps?
Probably a good move.
I put my hand on Caramel's chest.
Pretty sure
Let's
you
So
have
uh
I'm
to.
not.
let's let's look around first. Esmeralda, you want to help me look for these traps?
Yeah, I want to look at the statue though, in particular. I want to
Okay.
see if there's anything else going on with the statue.
Um, okay, so you go ahead and give me an investigation for the statue. Falco, you wanted to investigate somewhere else, or
Yeah, I'm just looking around for traps in general.
okay, so go ahead and give me an investigation. This will be for like the stairway and doorway there.
Okay, I'm gonna
Got a
guide
natural
myself.
20 for 21 total.
Ooh.
21 total. Okay. You do take you kind of like get up to the statue a little bit more, kind of do like a once around looking for anything specific. You do you get a better picture of the statue. The statue itself does resemble a silver dragon. Um, the statue itself is about 10 feet tall, but it the way that it's like designed makes it look a lot more imposing and taller than what it probably is. Um, but other than that, you do see that you don't see any mechanical trap to it. Um, you do see, eh, as far as what you saw from uh, Karabar's influence on the steps, it didn't like there was no button that he stepped on or anything. It almost seemed like it was triggered magically.
I relay that to the group.
Okay. What'd
And
you
I got a
get,
15.
Go? A
15.
15. Um, as far like the only thing that you saw was like the same thing with Karabar, that the stairway was kind of like magically set with a trap. You didn't sense any like mechanical traps at work. There wasn't any kind of like pressure plates or anything else like that. Um, but as far as the doorway itself, there it does not seem to be trapped.
Hmm, okay. All right.
But as you
Wait,
guys
far enough
are
to
going, yeah, as you guys are going up this the stairway towards the door, you see flagstones flanked by stone railings, climb to a landing in front of a pair of tall wooden doors with rusted iron bands and knockers shaped like small dragons. Carved into the lintel above the entrance is the word uh, Argensfault.
Have you heard that name before?
Arden's fault.
Does that sound
It's
familiar at all?
Argan's Vault, like two different words, or is it Argan's Vault? Like
It's
as in,
it's all in one word. It's I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing it correct. I will post it in chat
okay.
so you guys can make
Yeah,
your
that was
attempt
that's
at let's see.
Argan's fault.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah. I mean, that was a pretty close pronunciation. Argyosholt.
I think it was like
Argan's.
Argan's fault instead of
I was
fault. I
not even
said I
close.
put an F in there.
It's
Argan's Volst.
Plus
Argan's
fault.
Vault.
We'll just
The
call it the
Vault.
Arkansas.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't think we've heard that word before.
I don't think so.
No,
Ar-
as far as like you guys, this is kind of the first um actually you've heard the phrase or the name before. I think other people probably had a hard time pronouncing it, other than they just called it the mansion where the Silver Dragon cult or whatever lived.
Hmm,
Maybe the name of the Silver Dragon?
maybe.
Okay. I'll sort of look at
Dragons
everyone
are
if they're ready for me to knock.
Slam that
dragons love
door.
tricky magic. So be
I'm
aware.
not touching the door, that's for sure. I'm just gonna use my mace, and I'll give it 3 knocks.
So you're bashing the door with your mace.
Not too hard, not aggressively, just assertively.
All right. You give it 3 bangs. Boom, boom, boom. You give it about 10, 15, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, no answer. The sound does kind of echo a little
um,
bit, but other than that, it's
how
silent.
how long is the stairwell?
The stair going up to the doorway is only like a few steps, probably like about about 4 or 5 steps.
Okay. I usher everybody off the stairwell, and I take my thorn whip and I hit the knocker and try to pull the door open from the before we hit the landing.
Sure, that's no problem. So you guys kind of like you lash out. It's wraps around one of the knockers, gets a good tug, and pulls, and the door just quickly and freely just swings wide open.
Mm.
Is anybody home?
No response.
I think we're good to go in, guys.
Can we see inside?
We'll see.
It is a little dark. Or yeah, because even though it's kind of somewhat brightish outside, even with the overcast, um, inside there's no real lighting, so it's kind of hard to peer inside. But what you can make out that it just opens up into a large kind of antechamber. You just see a kind of a massive room that in there, but it quickly fades into shadow.
I guess sneak on in.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly cast light on my shield, and put my mace away. Quickly cast light on my shield.
Okay, you guys going in?
Yes.
Yeah, very cautiously. I think I would check for traps on the inside of the house once we, cross the threshold as well. I'm very, very trepidatious of this house in general.
Sure, sure. As you guys pass through the doorway into the foyer, this room feels like a king's tomb. A grand staircase leads up to stone balconies held aloft by stone pillars and arches. A tall, faded tapestry depicting a nobleman in silver armor hangs from an iron rod above the staircase landing. 6 sets of double doors lead from this foyer along the walls. Displayed on marble pedestals are 3 alabaster busts of handsome men. A fourth bust and its pedestal have been knocked over, and their shattered remains lie strewn across the mosaic floor. Two chandeliers of wrought iron hang from the shielding like monstrous black spiders.
Is there any evidence that there's been any movement in this place? Like, one path that's like clearly the path that everyone goes in, or is it like, yeah,
Give me an investigation check.
okay.
Yeah, I was gonna
Well,
ask
let me
too,
grab
for
myself.
the pedestal that was holding the broken bust, is there dust all over it, or is there like a circle with no dust, like it was knocked off recently?
Give me an investigation.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you kind of look around the area, the dust that lines this floor is pretty thick and undisturbed. It feels like no one's set foot in this place for quite a while.
Mm.
Leak,
Roll a 5.
5. Um, it's a low roll, but even with that, you can gauge by it. The dust here, same thing. The dust here looks pretty unsettled. No one's been here. That broken statue's been laying there for quite a while, but
Oh,
nothing that shows recent activity.
okay, so like I go up to the pedestal and go, okay, let's check this dust out. Oh shit.
But as you guys are kind of exploring this room a little bit, who was it that had the highest passive perception?
Good question.
I think it was Falco,
I
right?
I'll go.
believe, yeah, I have 18.
16?
Okay.
15.
Same, I got 15.
Pretty high
Yeah,
passage for
so
all around.
Yeah.
yeah. So say for the majority of you, you you from the corner of your eye, you see a moving shadow. A shadow with wings moves across the walls and disappears. And then from the depths of the darkness of the thing, you hear a soft bestial hiss.
Add a character that has to be a dragon.
Every fucking house we go into, you guys. Why do we keep going into houses?
Because
We
it's a
should just
season
live
to do
outside
something,
permanently.
maybe, sort of, kind of, I don't know.
Oh my god, it's a conspiracy, you guys. Okay, so in vampire lore, vampires have to be invited inside, right? So Strahd is fucking up all the houses so nobody wants to go inside so he can get to everyone.
That's clearly what's going on here.
Oh, damn.
We're such a smart adventure.
If that's the case,
Uh, based on my knowledge of animals, and whatnot, would I recognize what kind of animal this is, like from the
Give
name?
you some more. Uh, give me a nature check.
Okay.
Daniel's poor internet tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fluctuating.
Yeah, sorry for the technical issues, but it happens.
12.
You know, give us a follow, subscribe, and we'll pay for better internet.
um, can Carabar just yell out, who goes there? In as tough and not scared as he can possibly sound.
Yeah, you definitely do that. No response though. Would you get Falco?
12.
12. I'd say that it definitely sounds like it was a draconic in a sense, but you can't depict like what kind of dragon. It could be anything from a kobold to, an elder dragon, but it kind of had that kind of dragon-like hiss.
Mm. Yeah, I've had my fair share of dealings with dragons. You see, like, a kind of a just general discomfort and upsetness that's, even for Falco, is more so than usual.
Alco,
But or go ahead.
what does a dragon look like? You're dragonborn, right?
Yeah, a giant piece of shit with a bunch of scales and
Wasn't there a
maybe
dragon
some
statue
claws.
outside? Outside?
Oh, there was, yeah. Okay.
He got distracted by the AC, guys.
Right. Anyways, to give you guys more of a description of the foyer that you're in. So you're in this foyer. There's going to be uh, technically three doors on either side, on your left and right. And two doors that you can see along the wall, and then another door that's kind of like catty corner to the stairway. But then you also have the stairway that goes up and splits off to a left and right that goes up to the second floor. And all the doors are currently shut except for the doorway on the left hand side towards the stairs.
Where did the shadow go?
You couldn't really see directional movement of the shadow. You just saw it like from the corner of your eye, just like it went across the room. Um, so you didn't really see precisely where it went.
Should we engage the shadow or explore the bottom floor?
We can't really gauge the shadow if we don't know where it went. So.
Yeah. It's like whatever it was knows we're here for sure. So let's
Can
let
I do? I look to the group and say, maybe this would be a good time for me to try to locate the seed based on where we are. If I get a directional ping, we can narrow down our search.
Is it
that's
so?
pretty
Okay, so one was supposed to be where we found it. One is at that hill that is south of the winery, and then one is an unknown location, right?
yeah, this was part of like the Vistani prophecy. I don't think there was a seed here.
Right.
I
I
mean,
mean, yeah,
it
it's
could be
worth a
here.
check. Yeah, it's worth a check.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
literally what I wrote down in my
Yeah.
notes sees Dragon's house where treasure lies. So maybe the seed is the treasure, you guys.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I won't do it a bunch of times, but I'll do it one good time. So yeah, I keep the seed in my mind and I cast a locate object.
Okay, you go ahead and do that. You focus your onto this object and kind of like send out a pulse that encompasses the whole building, and you don't get any pings.
There's no seed in here.
Okay.
Now,
Oh,
if we keep on investigating, that's that is what it is. But it's understood that the main mission
I
is
think I know the treasure.
exploration, not finding the seed.
Right. We're only here really because of the prophecy, if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
There's
I object to this. You weren't here for the prophecy.
that's right.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, we
Some
filled them
I'm
in.
saying I'm sure we
Yeah,
read
that's
it
right.
back
Yeah,
here
you
somewhere.
guys
Yeah, I'm
fulfilled the
sure you
prophecy.
guys kind of like
Okay, yeah, it was the third card. Power, strength, sword of sunlight. Dragon's house that has been corrupted. I think. Well, let's cautiously explore the bottom floor then. You said one of the doors was open, right? Is that the closest
yeah.
door to
So
us?
it's not the closest door to you, but it's the only one that you see that's open.
Do we do open door or closest door?
Whatever's left of the first left door from the entrance to honor Zerser.
I like it. I never met him, but I'm sure he was awesome.
Eh, kind of pain in the ass.
You guys got a lot of similarities, actually. Mostly voice. You guys sound a lot alike.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
The closest leftmost door.
Yup.
Closest leftmost door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Left from the entrance.
Can I give a quick look around for the draconic creature that we quasi saw, just
Sure.
to
Give
see
me a
if it was
perception check.
following us or watching us? 15.
15. You give kind of a good look around and kind of stay silent. Look a little extra hard and no movement, no sounds, nothing. Seems like that little sound and shadow that you saw just completely vanished. But you guys go ahead and go to the first leftmost door. It's unlocked. It's in the door easily pushes open. And you enter into this room, and you said this wood paneled den has been ransacked. Its furnishings tossed about. A cold, dark hearth dominates the west wall between two narrow windows. Standing upright against the north wall is a sarcophagus made of black wood and a queen's effigy carved into its lid.
The
What's
queen's
carved into its lid?
Uh, um, a queen's effigy.
A random queen, or do we know this queen?
Um, no, it's just a queen's effigy. As far as what that is, I'm not entirely sure myself.
I think
Is
it's
it
just like a
closed?
carving of.
Like is
It is
sarcophagus
closed. Yeah, the sarcophagus is closed, but it is made out of black wood, and it has a carving onto its lid, and it sits against the north wall.
What wall did we enter from? That was hard to get out.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What wall did we enter from? Sorry, I stuttered
Oh,
like a.
you you entered in from the south wall. So
Okay, so
this
straight ahead.
so it's basically right across, yeah. And then as far as any other entrances or exits, you do see another door just to the left of the sarcophagus.
Now, I wouldn't advise, as a holy man, I wouldn't advise disturbing a sarcophagus. So, uh, this room is kind of a bust.
Why not?
Well, because I mean, somebody had their last rites said, they were put to rest, and I think you should never disturb that, you know.
Okay, but hear me out. What if there's something really cool inside?
Uh, Most likely there's a dead person inside.
What if they're undead?
What if there's pie?
I doubt there's pie. I understand your temptation. And what if they're undead? Well, then th- uh, that's. I mean, they can't. As long as they can't get out, it's fine. You know, they're dealt with.
Can I look at the sarcophagus in more detail? Like, is it nailed shut or is it just like closed?
It's standing upright and it's closed. You don't know like what entails inside of it. It doesn't have any other identifying markers other than it's a sarcophagus. It has some engravings on it, and it's standing up against the wall.
I knock on the lid.
Oh God.
So you're gonna travel further. So you're traveling further into the room to approach the sarcophagus.
You asked that question, yes.
Okay.
And
So as you enter further deeper into this room and you're approaching the sarcophagus to give it a nod, um, as you approach midway through this room, to your left is the massive hearth, and as you kind of pass in front of it, a fire erupts in this dead hearth and assumes a draconic form. It hisses and cackles and unfurls its smoky wings. Um, Go ahead and I want everyone to roll initiative for me.
Oh shit. What the
Damn.
fuck?
AC and heating? This place has got it all.
you guys, I'm on a roll tonight. Either that or I just used up all my good luck.
Mm. I'm not on a roll. I've been rolling nothing higher than 15 modified to this whole day.
I've rolled twice tonight. They've both been natural 20s.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, you
Fuck
got
yeah.
advantage
look
on
at
initiative.
this.
I sure do, yes.
What? Why?
It's a subclass feature.
That's awesome.
Yep. So offended.
I want that.
So it's
uh,
fucking -3 dex, that's why.
is there a map, or are we doing it in our brains?
This is kind of a theater of a mind situation, but
Cool, cool, cool,
if map is necessary, I'll bring one up.
cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, make the small room. It's be where you want to be, I guess. How many dragons do you think we're gonna fight?
I mean, it's literally the dragon house.
Better than the
So
death
what, like
house.
Death House 2, 3?
I mean, there was only one death in the death house. That's fair.
Yeah.
One
One
Okay.
from your previous party,
previous
but who
party.
knows how many other people have died there?
Two
Robert,
kids.
what's your
At least,
initiative?
yeah.
23.
3. Go.
7.
Leak.
12.
Karabar.
21.
Hey,
Hey.
ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
Voila.
So, Robert,
Oh, sorry, 9.
you're up first. So, so
Oh,
right now,
9.
as far as what you see, you just see it's not terribly huge, but you see like a flame erupt inside of this fireplace. It takes a form of a dragon, and it kind of just hisses a little bit, but it hasn't made any aggressive movements towards you.
It hasn't, like, acted aggressively.
No, it's not moving towards you. It hasn't shot anything. It just kind of appeared.
I'm not going to attack it then. I think I'm just going to hold my action. And if it shows aggression to me or any of my allies, then I will.
Okay, so you go ahead, you just ready your weapon, and you just kind of hold close. Karabar, you're next.
Okay. Um, seeing that Robert didn't attack, I think. That's interesting. So it's not acting aggressively. I think I'm going to quickly cast Shield of Faith. So I'll sort of point at Robert and say, Saloon, watch over her, or him. And a shimmering field appears around you. And then I will bring my shield up and just sort of wait.
Okay. Alrighty. That goes then to Esmeralda, who just kind of takes to seeing the social cues and just kind of takes her rapier out and just takes a defensive stance. Leak.
I guess I follow suit, but can I hold a different action?
Yeah. What
I
do you
want
hold?
to, if it starts to come at us, I want to like hold my ground but beat my wings at it, like, because it's made of fire, right?
As far as you can see.
All right, yeah, if it looks aggressive, I just want to beat my wings at it to try to push it back.
Okay. So you kind of just unfurl your wings and you just kind of get in ready stance.
Yeah.
Pidgeotto,
Uh,
Gust!
use whirlwind.
Yeah.
Um, Falco.
Jeez, this thing rolled the worst initiative. I see what they're all doing. I don't know that I agree. I think I'm going to cast Summon Beast
Okay.
and have a I'll do it at a third level,
Sure.
and I'm going to have a piece of land.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to use my bonus action to change into a gorilla.
Okay. So you see Falco summon one of his beasts, and him himself just kind of shift into a kind of a gorilla.
The beast
And
is a small monkey.
got it. And yeah, so then it will the fire still the just kind of is there in its kind of like intimidating stance, but nothing happens. So it goes right back up to Robert. What are you doing? Actually, hold on. Never mind. Just because it would go at that time. Okay, I read the thing wrong. Anyways, after everyone just kind of goes through here after Falco's turn, um, the fiery dragon hisses and addresses you, and goes, "My knights have fallen into darkness. Save them if you can. Show them the lights they have lost." And with that, the fire snuffs out into a cloud of smoke that rises up through the chimney.
Okay.
I mean, like a gorilla form.
Show the
This is a little
knights
bit
the light
very
they have
uncomfortable.
lost.
Uh, okay.
I say into Karabar's head, could this sarcophagus be one of the knights that was lost?
I don't think so because it appears to be a queen, and I mean I don't know. Could can
You've
you
ever
be a
heard of
knight
Joan of
and a
Arc?
queen? I don't think so.
Joan of Arc, baby.
Was she a queen? I don't think so.
I thought so.
There's only one way to
Queen
find
led her
out.
people in
Open
battle.
it up.
I
Google.
think she was just a knight, right?
Comment in the post in the comment section if Joan of Arc was a was a queen.
I mean, she was a Yas queen, but she wasn't. I don't know if she was a queen. Joan of Arc. Was Joan of Arc a?
we'll if the comment section lets us know, that's all we can ask for.
Okay. Well, anyways, you kind of see this eruption and this message kind of blurted out with you. You guys are all kind of high strung, expecting a combat situation, but it just kind of fades. You guys are left back into a darkened interior. What are you guys doing?
I will hold Shield of Faith for the full 10 minutes, but I'm just gonna sort of hide behind my shield, waiting for something else to pop out.
Um, I think I'm going to start investigating because you know why not?
What are you investigating for?
So we're in this room. There's a sarcophagus,
Hmm.
a brazier, and pretty much nothing else.
There's it's a room, but it's kind of like there's furniture like tables and chairs, but they all have been kind of either overturned and broken down and stuff like that in shambles. You can kind of get the idea that this was once like some sort of den, like maybe like a, a relaxation area. Um,
Hmm.
but
There's a
yeah, other than
sarcophagus in the middle of the relaxation area.
well, it not in the middle of the room, but in the like on the north side, like pressed up against the middle of the north side wall.
Okay. I think I'm going to try to open it.
Sure. So you go and you approach the sarcophagus and you lay your hands on it, and you go and you shift the lid. and it easily moves aside, and inside of it, you find shelves, the broken bottles of wine. It looked like this sarcophagus was turned into like a wet bar of some sort.
So it's just an edgelord with kitschy furniture. That's what this is. God
You
damn
guys
it.
know how to party.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a number of wine bottles, decanters, and stuff like that inside this here. Most of them are all either disheveled or broken.
I was just
Was
about to
the
scold you.
was the brazier in the room lit?
Uh, as
If
far
not, I'll.
you mean the hearth or
Oh, I thought there was like a brazier, like one of those big cauldrons for fire.
no? There was the hearth, which was the fireplace. The other dense furnishing includes a rotted divans. I'm not sure what that is. Some broken chairs, overturned ottomans, and smashed oil lamps.
Okay. My thought process was he wanted us to show him the light, and if it was unlit, I was going to light it.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well then, I think we got some good information here. Maybe time to move on to the next room.
Yeah, isn't there a door
Yeah, to the
beside?
left
Yeah.
of the wet bar.
So there's a door off to the side of the sarcophagus. Other than that, the only entrance you see is the way you came in.
The door?
Yeah. Oh, so try another door.
Alrighty. So you guys go ahead and approach that door. So
Check.
you open up the next door. That's right next to the wet bar, or called sarcophagus, whatever you want to call it. And you look inside and you see tattered velvet drapes cover the tall, slender windows that encirculate this parlor. The furnishings are covered with dust and cobwebs and lie in disarray. A damaged brass chandelier hangs from the ceiling, which is covered with a faded mural that depicts metallic dragons and colorful birds flying beneath white clouds.
Ooh, what kind of birds?
Just undescript birds that are just like colorful birds.
I'd check out the mural for a while.
Sure.
How big abouts is this room?
This room is roughly like 15 by 15, and it's mostly curved. It's like if you were looking from it on the outside, it's one of the rounded like turret type room. So it's mostly like a circular room until it meets like it only comes to a 90-degree angle when it comes to the back point or from the entrance that you walked in, and then to the immediate right of the doorway that you came in, there's another doorway.
Nothing else really in this room?
No, um, other than, like from what you can see from the doorway itself. If you guys haven't really gone inside to investigate whatever's in here, you
Yeah,
don't really see. Okay.
I go inside.
Um, as anybody who wishes to investigate, you can go ahead and run an investigation.
I would like to.
Sure.
I'm just keeping an eye out, just watching the corners, watching the shadows.
No problem. Falco,
I got a 5.
a 5. You give the place a quick rundown. You don't really see anything of value or of use in this room other than just a bunch of tattered, old, broken furniture.
Yeah, it looked like a full-on gorilla.
Hmm.
That's right. God damn it. Okay.
All right.
No more fire dragons pop out at us.
Yeah.
Nope, nothing. Nothing particularly interesting happens here.
Can I look out the windows and make sure we're not like suddenly transported into a magical place, or does everything
Sure.
look normal outside?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. 18.
18. You take a peek outside the windows. Other than maybe some increased fog accumulation, not by much. Everything seems to be quiet outside.
Okay.
One word, I suppose.
Next.
Next door.
Yep. Next door.
Okay. So you go and you open up the smaller door that's right next to the door that you came in through. Um, you open it up and it leads down into a small hallway with a pair of stairs that lead downward. Um, you guys go ahead and kind of follow inside and look down the stairs, and you see that it only goes down about a few steps, and then on the opposite side, you see another pair of stairs that lead up and down another similar hallway that probably leads into another room. But down on the bottom of these steps, off to the left, you see that it opens up to a bigger opening, and there you see a locked iron gate that's chained shut.
Hmm.
So it looks like it's like an alternate way into the mansion.
Hmm. Was it lead into like catacombs or something?
Nope, it leads straight outside.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay. Should we go down and up?
Yep.
Yeah, keep checking every other room.
Okay.
All
Unless
right,
something
so
interesting happens.
you go ahead and you head down the little steps, bypass the gate, you head up the steps on the other side, and open up this door to. You open up the doorway and you enter in. You see tattered brown drapes cover the windows of this circular room. A heavy curtain hangs across the archway to the south. Strewn about the floor is the wreckage of a half dozen beds and other pieces of furniture.
Hmm.
Where you at, little dragon?
I definitely want to investigate this one. This feels like there's something in here.
Sure, go ahead and run an investigation.
Can I open up all the blinds so all the windows are open?
Yeah,
Some light
you
in
go
here.
and you kind of tug on the old brittle curtains, and what little light there is outside kind of just casts inward.
Can
Falco,
I have my creature help me?
how is it helping you?
I don't know, sniffing around, uh, looking stuff as well. Hmm? Hmm?
Sure, I'll say for this moment that it can help you.
Very cool. Because the first one was an 11, so then the second one is a 17. So you have one high.
Sure.
Right?
Um, as you got you're looking around, kind of like searching through stuff, you don't really find anything of value or use, but you do kind of deduce that this area was probably the servants' quarters or staff.
Okay.
Is there any other
Okay.
doors in here?
I believe there is one other door. Actually, there isn't a door, but there is you kind of entered in from the room off to the immediate right. There's a entryway where a wall probably once stood but is no longer there, and it just immediately opens up into the next room.
Huh. Like the wall collapsed.
Let's see. Let me double check. Make sure. Doesn't say, but according to the map, it looks like it did. So I'm going to say yes.
Well, let's go to this next room.
Hmm.
All right. So you guys kind of just shuffle your way into the next room.
Of course,
Which
the way that we went was all the way left, and that was all the way wrong.
Real quick,
yes,
have have I ever heard Falco speak in Draconic?
that you've heard him specifically speak in Draconic during your time together. Probably not. I don't think you've spoken Draconic once. Have you?
I have not.
Yeah.
Falco, try talking to him.
I don't speak Draconic. I stay in your head.
Inside check. I'm just kidding. That's disappointing, then.
Yes,
Dragon
I
doesn't speak
hate
Draconic?
dragons.
I guess that makes sense.
I hate
Yeah,
dragons.
yeah, it does. It does. All right, let's go. I yell out what I think Draconic sounds like. I just start hissing.
Yeah, I
Robert
know that
starts
that's
making
offensive.
weird, yeah, makes weird noises,
I Draconic, but I
but
know
no
that's
response.
offensive.
But you guys kind of enter into the next room, which is, from context clues, is obviously the kitchen. This kitchen has been plundered, its tables overturned. The floor is littered with rusted utensils and smashed crockery. Narrow windows flanking a hearth look out over a cemetery. An open iron pot hangs from a hook inside the blackened fireplace. It it rattles on its hook and bobs up and down as though something is inside it.
That's all you care about.
Okay. I will use my telekinetic mage hand and tip over the bowl or the pot.
Sure. You go and you get the pot to off the hook and it falls and it clatters and clangs and out from the pot flutters a singular bat and just beep, 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 and it finds its way out.
Got that bat get in that pot.
What's in the pot that a bat would be interested?
Take a look.
Okay, I use my mage hand to bring it closer and sort of tip it so that I don't have to really lean over it.
You look into the pot and there's nothing in there. It's completely cleaned out.
The wereback, guys.
So where?
Oh, that's for sure a werebat. I don't trust any animals in Barovia anymore.
But
Any doors?
other than that, you see two entrances, a small door to your right, and then a pair of double doors ahead of you.
Double doors?
Those double doors are to the left of the right door, so we'll take these double doors first.
Okay. So you go ahead and you walk across the room, pop open the double doors, and you enter into what is obviously a dining hall. A 20-foot long table with sculpted dragons for legs stands in the center of this hall. The chairs that surround the table have backs carved to resemble folded dragon wings,
Cool.
and several of the chairs have been overturned or smashed to pieces. Suspended above the table is a crystal chandelier that glows with a soft white light. Standing in windowed alcoves are two life-size statues depicting knights with dragon-winged helms and shields. Rainwater trickles through cracks in the ceiling, flowing down the west hall, adding to a large puddle on the floor. Five sets of wooden doors lead to this hall. The doors in the northeast corner hang open. A pair of leaded glass doors, their panes cracked and broken, stand open between panels of stained glass set into the east wall. These panels depict silver dragons in flight. Beyond the glass doors lies a dark, misty room that appears to be a chapel.
Good to show these statues some light, right?
That's right.
Are there any windows in the room?
Let me double check the map here. There are a number of windows. Windows are the alcoves that are in the corners of this area where the statues are, and they're the ones that kind of have the uh,
I have an
yeah, I
idea,
think those.
guys. I get within. Double check the range. Okay, I get within touching range of one of these statues, and I cast light on it.
Yeah.
Okay. You go ahead and you cast light on one of the statues. It illuminates, um, and it casts a much wider range of light. You get a much better detail of the room, but other than that, nothing happens.
Hmm.
What did the dragon say again?
S-
Well,
Silence
but
have fallen into darkness. Show them the light they have lost.
They have lost. Mm. That vase. Is there maybe like a way we can light that vase up, like or something
what
like a
vase?
brazier or something like that, or like a something
There
like a
wasn't
light they
a
lost if we lose their
there
light.
wasn't a vase, but you did. The only thing that gives off light in this room right now, other than the light that Karabar cast, there was a crystal chandelier in the center of the room that has a faint white light.
Maybe cast light on that.
here, something illuminated like in the middle, let it reflect out.
How high? How
Uh,
high up? How high up is it?
I'd say it's probably about maybe 10 to 15 feet up.
Leak, can you
I
lift me?
Yeah, you can just like fly. Light me up, Kiribon.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure. I cast light on Leek's staff, I guess.
I'm gonna fly up and I'm gonna stick it right in the middle of the chandelier.
Sure. Um, the light kind of reflects off all the crystalline portions. It definitely illuminates the room a little bit better, but other than that, it doesn't really do much. Nothing happens.
Can I take a closer look while I'm up there? You said it had a faint light.
Hmm.
Okay.
Uh, if you wish to investigate the chandelier, you can do so. If you wish to get more information about it.
Yeah, let me pull my staff out so I can better see the little light inside. Try to investigate this biddy. 6.
A six. Um, you see that the light is like a small flame, like a almost like a candle light. Um, you other than that, that's all it really looks like. You go and try to touch it, it emanates no heat, but yeah.
Should I take it and bring it to the dragon statues? Or should I leave it?
Try to take it, see what happens.
maybe we need to cast it directly on the statue itself.
I did.
Or not the statue, the chandelier itself.
Maybe cast light on this little thing, make it give more light out. I want to bring it down for everybody else to see.
Yeah.
Distract the DM or DDM.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I'm gonna take whatever's giving off the light. I'm gonna bring it down for everybody else to get a better look at it,
um,
if I can.
I'd say sure. Of the crystal chandelier, you see. Hold on, let me take a look at this real quick.
Misunderstanding? Is it something like in the middle giving off a little light, or is the chandelier as a whole giving off a little light?
So it's like that. There's the chandelier, and in the center of this chandelier, there is like a little spot here that a flame is being produced, but it's not attached to anything. There's no candle or a removable object. It's just a kind of just a faint flickering uh, flame.
Okay. Oh,
You can kind of get the approach that it's not a real flame, it's a magical flame.
okay. Interesting. I think this is just a magic chandelier. I think it's
Awesome.
like it's basically just lighting for the room, but it's just not doing a good job.
If anybody wants to make an arcana check to kind of get more detail, they can.
Yeah, I'm not very arcanist.
Yeah, maybe one of two spellcasters.
Yeah.
Mine's more faith-based.
I would look to Karamar and say, guide me and I'll try.
Okay, yeah. Saloon is always by your side, and she'll always help you with anything you need. She is your guidance.
I
And I
roll my
cast
eyes.
guidance.
And uh, that's gonna be a 23.
23. You being more apt in magical things like that, know that this chandelier is producing a continual flame. But because it's been so long, continual flame produces a light brighter than this. You can kind of see that the magic is starting to peter out, and this
Hmm.
low like candlelight is just like the spell kind of just on its last legs.
Hmm. Okay, okay. That's crazy because I feel like I have continual flame, but I'm prepared. Yeah, I don't have that spell. Mm,
So those statues of the excuse me of the knights, are they just stone statues?
Yeah, they you go in and inspect them a little bit. They are very lifelike carved statues. But yeah, they're just completely made out of stone.
These knights turn to stone?
You have no idea.
Maybe we'll find some source of light later, somewhere else in this mansion, and we bring it back here.
Do
Is
they
my
look
guess.
like they should be holding something? Or are they in the same posture?
I yeah, they're like in the same posture, just kind of like standard like night pose with kind of like at attention, holding a sword that's kind of like tipped downward towards the floor.
Well, let's move on to the next room, and maybe something else will become obvious.
So from where you are, there is a number of doors. There's from minus the one that you came through. There are one, two, three, four other doors. Two of them are leading um, from where you came in. There, two of them are on your right. You can kind of surmise one of them is open. You can kind of surmise that leads back out into the foyer. One of them is directly across the room that leads probably to the other half um, of the mansion, and then there's the double doors to the left, which lead into the what you can surmise is a chapel.
Well, I vote chapel.
Any other door? You know what? Fine, chapel.
Yes.
This one. What?
Just one time.
Sure, sure, yeah.
Plus, we're not even looking at
You're
it.
walking
You gotta
around.
go in first, though.
We'll see. We'll see. I'll
Okay.
convince you guys. By the time we leave Barovia, you will all be devout worshippers of Saloon.
So that's all right.
So you guys go ahead and push through these double doors. Cracked wooden pillars support a wooden U-shaped balcony that overhangs this stone-walled chapel. Narrow archways lead to spiral staircases that curl up to the balcony, and a door set to the north wall has a wooden beam bearing it. Um, at the east end of the chapel rests a stone altar flanked by iron candelabras. The altar is carved with a rising sun base relief. Um, the tall arching windows set with panels of stained glass decorate the walls behind the altar. One of the windows has been shattered, covering the chapel floor with shards of colored glass, allowing thick fog to enter and fill the room. Um, through the fog, you see three armored figures kneeling before the altar.
Uh-oh.
Check it
Did
out,
any of
Karen.
us ask what kind of paladins you are? Like what the religion that these paladins followed was?
It was the Order
If
of the
not,
Silver
I would like
Dragon.
to try to find that out. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
saying, but what god is that followed by? Is it literally just a dragon? That's it, or is it like there's something behind it?
I can make a religion check if
Yeah.
maybe.
If Karabar, if you want to make a religion check to see if you can answer that question.
I cast guidance on myself. Not bad. Plus. Okay, so 21.
21. Through your religious knowledge, there's only one um, deity that fits the description of a silver dragon that you would can link this to, and that is Bahamut.
I thought. I yeah, I'll say. Did you ask that Falco, or am I just
Yeah,
realizing
I
that
would ask
myself?
that out loud.
Okay. Out loud, as a chimpan or as a gorilla.
Go in your head.
Okay.
Yeah, he has the telepathy.
Out loud in my head. Got it. Yeah,
Cool.
I'll relay to you that it's. I mean, if I had to guess, Bahamut is a silver dragon, and any sort of paladins that worship a silver dragon would probably be worshiping Bahamut.
Hmm.
So these
I'm pretty.
kneeling knights, are they obscured by the fog?
They are. It's like the fog that's pouring in through this window behind the altar. It's pretty thick, and it comes in, and you like from the room you didn't even notice them until you entered in here, and you can kind of see the outlines of these armored figures that are kneeling before the altar.
Yeah, cast light on them. I don't want to get close to them. They look more intimidating than the statues. Somebody
it
go
light?
poke them.
Light is touch,
I'll
yes.
I'll walk up. I'll walk up and investigate.
So you're gonna approach him.
Well, I'll send my animal in first just to make sure that it's not directly trapped. But then after that, I'll go investigate.
And so you're gonna look for traps first before you approach.
Essentially,
Okay, go ahead
I'm
and give
sending
me
my
an
animal in first.
give me an investigation.
All right, cool. Uh, that's a strong three, a confident three.
Yeah, you don't see any traps.
All right, cool. So yeah, so I'm following behind my animal. I'm going to go investigate these statues.
Okay. Um, you go and you go across the chapel area and you approach these figures that are kneeling before this altar. Um, and as you get close, these three figures stand to their feet, turn towards you, and with weapons drawn, charge at you. So everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay. Should have just cast light
Okay.
on them.
From
Oh,
so far away, right?
Yeah. If only it had range.
That was with
Um,
advantage.
yes, I rolled 2 natural ones.
Oof.
get him out now,
No.
baby.
I rolled a nat 1 too. God damn it.
And I rolled a non-natural 1 4. Uh, I rolled a natural 2, so it's looking good, guys. It's looking good.
3 fours.
It's fucked up.
That's
All
hilarious.
right, Robert. I'm sorry, what was that?
4.
4.
Loud
Falco.
and proud.
4.
Okay. Um, which one of you has the higher dex?
In my 8 form, I have a 14 dex.
I also have a 2, but my dex is +3, I think, because of the stone good luck on it.
Okay, I'll give that to Robert then.
Yeah, initiative is like a skill check, so stone, you bump it up by 1.
All right, Leek.
21.
Nice. Carabar.
4.
What is your dex?
My dexterity is a 16.
16. And what was yours, Falco?
14.
14. Okay, so you will go there, and I will bump you up to there. And get you guys rolled. And there we go. Okay.
Nice, 2-1.
From the moment that we were facing that dragon to now, has it been 10 minutes?
Yeah.
I'd say it's probably getting close. I'd say you probably have like a few minutes left on it. Probably like 3.
Okay, sure. Oh, I would be holding it the whole time, so you still got 3 minutes of Shield of Faith.
+2, right?
Yeah, +2 to your AC.
Um, this area is not very big, so it's not going to really require a map. So just kind of the bad guys are going to be A, B, and C. Just yell out which one you're going to attack. So First up on the round is Leek.
How big is this chapel? Can I have room to fly?
As far as height wise, yes, you do have enough to fly. It's there's two floors. The second floor is there's only like a 10 or a 5 foot gap between like in the center of this way to get to like the second floor in the middle of the chapel, but towards the back or the front where the altar is, it's kind of open. So if you want to fly in that area, you can to remain kind of in combat. Otherwise, there's the balcony on the second floor.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to like fly up like 5, 10 feet, just so I'm above everybody's heads, and start firing key blasts.
Sure,
These guys. I guess A.
sure, go for it.
That one. 18.
18 does hit.
All right. Let's hit him for 8 radiant damage.
Mhm. Nice. Okay.
Little bonus action attack. 13
13 just hits.
for another 10 radiant.
Nice.
That's what I'm doing this turn.
Alrighty. It is Esmeralda's turn, and so she go ahead and draws her rapier. Seeing that combat is inevitable, she goes and charges at C, and goes and makes a couple strikes.
I forget about Esmeralda every time she's mentioned.
um, so she goes and makes a stab with her rapier, which is a 26 to hit, which hits.
Nice.
And does 6 points of piercing damage to that dude. And then makes another attack with her hand axe in her other hand, which is a natural 20 so for a crit.
There you
Oh
go,
yeah.
Esmeralda.
So there's that. So that's an extra 13 points of damage. And that will end her turn. All right, so it is Knight A, who comes up and can't. Take a look at its attacks here. Okay, so A, the knight kind of after taking a couple blasts from Leek, looks up to you, Leek, makes eye contact, and gives you this glare. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. 19?
19. You save. So you see this you make eye contact and these eyes glow and you feel your muscles tighten almost to the point where you can't maintain your flight, but you shrug it off, um, and you uh,
Thanks, Stones.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you basically shrug it off and maintain where you are, and then so that will be its turn. It will be Knight B, who will go up and let's see, probably go up to Esmeralda, seeing that's probably the closest thing to it to help out its buddy, and we'll make 2 attacks with its sword. Right, has a long sword. Yes. So that's going to be a 16, which misses. So Esmeralda dodges one strike, and an 18 gets hit by the second strike. So that's going to be 14 points of slashing damage dealt to her. And then that'll end its turn, and then that'll be the C, the one that Esmeralda had attacked before, and is going to target her as well.
Poor Esmeralda.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a dirty 20 to hit, so that hits. And I'm just going to run the second one, which is a 19 for a 26 hit, so she takes both hits.
Fuck.
So the first one is going to deal 14 points of slashing damage. And the second one is going to be 18 points of slashing damage. She's taken a lot of hits, looking really bad, but she's still up.
Uh,
Robert, what are you doing?
It's B and C that are currently engaged with Esmeralda, right?
Correct.
I would like to attack one of those, but if possible, obviously theater of the mind. Can I try and flank with Esmeralda to get advantage?
Sure. I'd say that you can go ahead and blink to attack, get flanking with B.
Okay, then I will attack B, and first of all, I would like to rage.
Go for it.
As is tradition.
there it is.
My tail is what I do. This one misses. I didn't do it with advantage. Huh. Okay, let me roll that again. Even worse. Cool. Cool. So the second one's a 23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
$11 slashing damage.
Okay. Alrighty. So that'll bring it to Karabar.
Okay. These guys, do they look like statues or do they look like people?
They look like people, not necessarily living people, but people.
Okay, so they are potentially undead.
You can kind of get that sense from it, yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Well, my first instinct when seeing these strong undead almost fucking up Esmeralda, I will grab my amulet. I'll sort of hold it up in the air, and I will say, Saloon rebukes you, and I'll channel divinity turn undead.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. So any undead within 30 feet of me must make a Wisdom saving throw. DC 16.
So first one is a 13, so that fails. Next one is a 13 as well, so that
Nice.
fails. And the last one is 9, so that one fails. So they all fail.
Hey. Okay, so they're all afeared of me.
Okay.
They spend his turn trying to move away from me. They can't move with any space within 30 feet of me. They can't take a reaction. They can only use the dash action or try to escape. Um, yeah, if there's nowhere to move, they can take the dodge action. So until somebody damages them, they are turned. And with that, I will use my bonus action to Healing Word Esmeralda. I'll say, yeah, you're going to be all right. Saloon's here for you. And I'll cast a Healing Word for a 1. So 9 healing.
Right. It looks a little bit better and kind of gives you a thumbs up.
And I'll let everyone know, they're turned. So, prepare yourself. And then we can, unleash a barrage on these guys and take them out and restore their light or whatever it is this dragon wants us to do. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. So that will bring it to Falco.
Muted.
Thank you. Since they're all turned, and I would know that if I hit them, they're unturned, right?
I told everyone.
Okay, yeah. So I would just kind of get myself in my position to just go absolutely ape shit when it's time. So I'm gonna just hold my action
Unintended.
to attack. Yeah, exactly. We go literally ape shit. Hold my action to attack whenever the kind of signal is up for the you know for the attacks.
Got it. Got it. Alrighty. So there's that. And so that will bring it back up to Leek.
Should I start opening fire?
It's a question you gotta
I
answer.
mean, I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
gonna
just
keep
try and get everyone
blasting.
Oh, anyway, I started blasting.
popping off, dude.
Seriously.
20 to hit.
20 hits, yes.
All right, 9 radiant damage.
Nice.
11 to hit.
11 misses.
All right, gonna. Whoa! What are you doing, D&D Beyond? Okay, we're gonna use a good old key point here and flurry of blows for another couple bolts. 27 to hit
That hits.
for 10 radiant, and a 13 to hit.
13 just hits.
All right, for another 10 radiant damage.
Nice.
I think
Alright,
we
so
should let B and C walk away from Esmeralda and then attack them so that they're not right up on her.
Yeah, I figured we'd
Gotcha.
just focus on one at a time.
Yeah, that's Oh, good thinking. Yeah, so focus all on A. Okay, good thinking. Oh, what happened?
Yeah, in breath.
all right. So with that, it comes to Esmeralda, who kind of is clutching her side and just like recovering from getting wailed on, and seeing this is a good point to get out of the fray, kind of backs up and joins the rest of the party, uh, allowing other people to kind of take her place, and just kind of takes a hold action to attack. Um,
Can I let my hold action off now that Leak went?
yeah, if you wish to target A, yeah.
All right, cool. I will
Okay.
proceed to go ape shit.
Just double the picture.
So I will. I only get one of my attacks, right? Because
Yeah.
reaction.
Yeah, since it's just a reaction, it's just one attack.
All right, so that's 21 to hit for me.
Definitely hits.
All right, and I will just take Those
That dog's obnoxiously cute.
9 points of damage, and
Cool.
then for my beast, my monkey man, uh, they're actually rolling with advantage because of pack tactics. Okay, so that's a +8 to hit, so that's going to be a 20 something to hit, so that'll hit.
Yep.
Um, and then
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Sorry, I'm frozen. I don't know why.
Oh, let's see. I'll fix
the
it.
14 damage from him,
Okay.
so 9 and 14.
Oh,
All right. It's still up.
Persons.
Jeez.
And so it will be the A's turn. And since it is closest to Falco, it'll go ahead and make 2 attacks against Falco.
Is
So
your
the
camera
first one.
intentionally off there, Jonathan?
Oh, sorry.
First attack is 24 to hit.
Yes.
All right. So that's going to be not that. 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then the second one is a 23 to hit.
That also hits.
Uh, that's another 10 points of slashing damage.
Great. And I hold on to my concentration.
Got it. All right. And then that will bring it to B, who is now frightened. It's moving away as far as it can towards the back where the actual altar is. And C is doing the same. Robert, what are you doing?
Do they
Uh,
move out of anyone's range to where we get opportunity attacks?
Uh,
Well, I
the
don't know if I
only
would take one.
one,
Oh, well, we shouldn't do it anyway, so I guess we would pass because we don't. We just want
yeah.
to. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
yep.
Yeah, I think
I
the only
will.
person would get an opportunity attack would be Robert. Esmeralda backed up,
Okay.
but since those were the revenant or the knights opportunity attacks, since they don't have a reaction, they can't take one. Robert would be the only one that could take
Gotcha.
an action against them, but I'm assuming she's or he is going to forego that. So
Sure. Yeah.
whatever you wish to do, Robert.
If I can get close to A
Yep,
and hit it, that is
go
what I
for it.
would like to.
I hit it.
And you know what? I'm gonna attack recklessly so that I have advantage.
Hey.
yo,
17 to hit.
17 hits.
Eight slashing damage.
Okay,
And my second attack is 17 again,
it hits.
and that's gonna be 9 slashing.
All right, it's still up and running. Anything else you're doing?
No, nope, that's it.
Okie
Yeah,
doke.
these things are tough.
Yeah. God damn.
Karabar.
How how bad's this guy looking? Is he looking like he's about to go down?
Yeah, the A is looking really like rough. Lots of its armor pieces are kind of falling off. It's taken a lot of hits. It's still standing. It looks like it can still dish out some damage, but for the most part, it's the A is the roughest of the bunch.
Not really a damage dealer. Yeah. I'll just shoot a toll the dead at it. Wisdom 16 save.
Wisdom 16. That's going to be an 18.
All right. Well, good luck, guys, and that's my turn.
Okay. Give me a second here. You do some. Belko.
All right. I'm continuing to go 8. So I'll do 2 fist attacks. Okay, so uh, 13 to hit on the first one, and 17 to hit on the second one.
Both hit.
All right.
Oh, shit. Okay. I did not see that ability. I'll have to correct that next turn.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no, that's not
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that's never good. Okay, that's 14 plus 18. 22 for both hits.
22 damage
Total for both
total.
hits.
Got it.
Alright. Is he still up?
He's still up.
Jeez, these things are literally made of rock. Alright. Then I'm having my familiar gun with the old pack tactics. That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Alright. Oof. Oof. That's gonna be uh, uh 15 damage.
All right. Anything else?
Damn. That's that.
All
Wow.
righty. Leak.
Keep blasting. Leak does best. 25.
At 25 hits.
Ooh, max 11 radiant.
Nice.
Next hit's going to be 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Minimum 6 radiant.
All righty.
Using a key point. Blasting some more. 16 to hit.
16 hits.
7 radiant damage.
All right. With that one, that final hit, though, the body kind of
Holy
like
shit.
slumps to its knees and then falls over.
Whew. You
My
guys are
last
tough.
shot just goes up into the roof because I don't want to unturn one of the other ones quite yet.
Alrighty.
I do a celebratory woo!
All right. Esmeralda kind of holds back and kind of looks around. It's like, wait a minute. Something's wrong.
Gotcha.
And let's see. So it's the one that you just killed, Leak. You see some light kind of like coalesce from it, and then you see like an orb kind of like emanate from the body, and then just kind of like it flies around and then leaves the room, just kind of fades in through a wall.
The
Is
one that
that
he
good or
killed?
bad?
Point the chandelier.
No, it's just like it was like an orb of light that just kind of like came from the body, spun around a little bit, and then just boom, just teleported through a wall.
Did I just free a soul?
Did it go outside or it went into the house?
It just went through a random wall. I'm not sure where it went.
That is strange.
But both B and C, they are now actually coming towards you because I didn't see this ability here that these guys are immune to turn undead.
What? God damn it! They
Cool.
they were just playing with us.
Yeah, they were just kind of playing with you.
Like this
So,
We'll make them think he's
uh,
cool for a couple turns.
yeah, read your monster sheets.
Yeah.
Anyways, so B is going to um, start charging up and will head towards Robert and do a couple attacks. That one is going to be a miss, and that one is going to be a miss. So it's just kind of like swinging this giant long sword, and it's just kind of grinding off your armor. The second one is going to, I guess, avenge its fallen brother and head towards Falco, since it can't get to Leak, since he's still up in the air. And so the first attack is a 21 to hit.
It's
So that's going to be 11 points of slashing damage.
okay.
And then the second to hit is a 17 to hit.
Also hits.
And so that's going to be 21 points of slashing damage.
Okay, we said the first one was 11 points of slashing damage, right?
Yeah, the first one's 11.
Okay.
The second one's 21.
All right, cool. All right. And so I kept my concentration on the first one. Let me just do that damage real quick so I can. Actually, I'll just do this concentration check on the second one too. Oof. 21. So does that? What do I have to hit for that to succeed?
Still a 10.
Yeah.
A 10? Okay, I literally hit. So that one, I keep my concentration. Uh, Now, how much damage was it total? 31?
Be 32 altogether.
32. Okay, got it. All right, let me see how much health I have left. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. Okay, so I get knocked out of gorilla form.
Mm.
So, uh, 19 minus 32. Somebody help me out. That would be 11?
13 left total.
13,
Yeah,
yeah,
13.
13.
13? Okay. 13. Okay, cool. So 13 into my true form. Okay. That
All right.
hurt.
So with that, it'll go to Robert.
I'm gonna wail on the one that just hit Falcon.
Sure.
Yep.
On Falco or on the one that's trying to attack you?
Oh, there is. I am already engaged with one, huh? Yeah.
Okay, so go for it.
Thanks.
Sorry, guys. Recklessly. 15 to hit
15 does hit.
for 12 slashing damage.
Alrighty.
On is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
For 8 slashing damage on that one.
Alrighty. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right, Karabar.
Okay. Okay, so to my knowledge, Esmeralda's been hit, Robert's been hit, and Falco's been hit, right?
Yeah, I think no, Robert hasn't been hit. Falco and Esmeralda are the ones that have damage to them.
Okay. And Falco's looking pretty good, so Esmeralda's the one who's taking the most damage. Yeah, so I'll just use my bonus action, pop a quick, another quick healing word at Esmeralda. Cast that. That's much better. So 12 hit points go back to Esmeralda. You know,
Okay.
say, Saloon's always there for you. And then I'll do a Toll of Dead at the one attacking Falco.
Alrighty. So that's a wisdom.
16.
That's 16. So
Ah!
it just saves.
Ah! Okay.
Yeah, for undead, these guys are pretty wise.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Falco.
All right. I think that I'm going to with all this with all that's happening in the world, I think I'm going to cast protection from evil and good on myself. So you see me kind of like make a ball of oh actually no, I'm still concentrating on that other spell. So I'm not going to do that because my person's been doing hella damage. What am I going to do? I'm going to healing word myself at first level. Uh, so get 8 health back, which is great. And I'm going to, with my action this time, uh, uh, transform into a ape again.
Okay.
All right, and that's me.
Got it. All right, Leek.
You know exactly what Leek's doing. Attacking B.
B. Go for it.
Nat 1.
Yep. Misses.
22.
Y'all know what Leek's doing.
22 hits.
6 radiant damage. And a flurry of blows. 11, I think, misses. Ignore that damage roll. I didn't mean to click that. 19 to hit
19 hits.
for another 9 radiant damage. That's Leek's turn.
Okay.
He's been
Uh,
non-stop this whole encounter.
Fucking awesome.
see. Let me check and see what Esmeralda has. If she can do stuff. Uh, she will go ahead and she'll put her swords away, or sword, or her rapier and her axe, and then she'll go ahead and flame up one of her hands and toss at C a firebolt. And so that's going to be with a natural one. So it just goes sailing past this dude, hits the back, splashes. Um, and that is her turn. So yeah. He's dead. B's turn. B is going to continue trying to hit Robert. That one is a 26 to hit.
Use my reaction to do my tail swipe.
Okay.
Second, so I'm at 23 with the field of faith. So that brings me up to like 31. So it misses.
Okay. And does that just for that
It's-
attack, or
Yeah.
okay. So it'll go in for the second, and that's a 14, which doesn't hit your armor. So yeah, so it goes from that. Then it's the second one who is going to continue wail in on Falco. And that's a 14 to hit.
That is my AC.
Okay, so that just hits.
Your AC is 14 as a gorilla?
Tis.
I guess
They did.
that makes sense. Yeah.
So that's going to
It would have been
be
12 if I didn't have an armored defense.
16 points of slashing damage.
All right. Okay. I maintain concentration.
And then so the second one is an 11, so that misses. So you only take the one hit.
Yay! Okay. Finally.
And Robert, it's your turn.
Keep attacking me
Go for it.
recklessly.
I hate to do this in a battle, but can we call it?
It's fair.
Yeah,
9 o'clock.
It's actually midnight.
And
Yeah.
no
The
problem.
warriors.
Sure. So we'll go ahead and leave it here on the cliffhanger.
Oh, Robert's turn.
As yes, I have all
Robert's
AC
turn.
and stuff
Cool.
like that
Cool.
saved, so we should be able to pick up. Thank you everybody who came to tune in. Be sure to tune in next week as we finish up this combat encounter, see if these guys survive the battle. As far as the usual plugs, definitely give us a follow. It'll help us out as we are on our way to, what's the term again?
Affiliate.
Affiliates, yes. You'll be notified anytime that we are streaming. And check out our Twitter at the CBOG for any news and updates on times and shows. And then check out our YouTube channel for all of our D&D content for any past episodes that you might have missed or wish to catch up on. And then, of course, we'll be posting any future content stuff other than D&D there in the near future. So yeah, once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.